Welcome to Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. This is your go-to source for practical advice and support for when the divorce process has finished. Join us each weekday for a quick chat where we'll cover a variety of topics related to post-divorce. Together, we'll explore the emotional, financial, and legal aspects of life after divorce and help you find the best path forward for you and your family. Here's your host and Certified Divorce Financial Analyst professional, Mike Fulkerson.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. I'm your host, Mike Fulkerson, financial advisor and certified divorce financial analyst professional. And today we're going to look at a common challenge for divorced co-parents, and that is navigating different parenting styles. I mean, let's face it, you and your ex might have vastly different approaches to raising your children. So in this episode, we're going to look at different strategies to bridge this gap and create a harmonious co-parenting environment for your kids. We got to get this going with understanding the styles. I mean, parenting styles encompass a wide range, and you got things like authoritarian, strict rules, high expectations, and limited flexibility. There's authoritative, clear expectations with open communication and room for discussion. Permissive, fewer rules and high responsiveness to children's needs. And then uninvolved, minimal rules and low parental involvement. Now, we got some challenges with disparity. I mean, when your parenting styles differ, it can create confusion and inconsistency for your children, and this can lead to behavioral issues and feeling of insecurity. So we want to bridge the gap, and we want to start with communicating. Open and honest communication with your ex really is important. And here's some tips we got for how you can do that. First, focus on common ground. Despite your differences, you likely share the same goal, raising happy and healthy kids. You got to discuss your styles. Really just openly discuss your parenting philosophies and identify areas of potential conflict. And like all things throughout the divorce process, we're going to look at finding a way to compromise. Can you agree on core values and establish some basic ground rules to ensure consistency across households? Because really, we want to minimize the confusion. And we can do that. When we do that, we can actually minimize inconsistencies with our kids' lives as well. So we can do that by looking at creating a communication plan. Establish a preferred method for discussing parental issues, whether it's, say, email or text or phone calls. And this can help avoid conflict in front of the kids. Inform each other of changes. If you plan to implement a new rule or routine, inform your ex-partner beforehand, and, that could minimize surprises for the kids. We want to focus on information sharing, keeping each other up to date on important events that happen at school, extracurricular activities, or any concerns you have. But we still need to respect boundaries. I mean, we got to avoid criticizing your ex's style. Undermining their parenting in front of the children is really detrimental. It's not a good thing. Focus on your own household first. Once your children are with you, implement your own rules and routines within your established boundaries. And then you got to let things go. You can't control their parenting style, but you can control how you respond and raise your children in your own environment. Remember, the kids come first. Despite your differences, you and your ex share the responsibility of raising well-adjusted children. Focus on open communication, compromise, and creating a sense of consistency where it matters most, and that's your children's well-being and happiness. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Breaking Ties, a new you after divorce. Should you have any questions on today's topic, feel free to let me know, or leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Divorce is not the end of your story. As we already know, it is the start of your next great chapter. Until next time, have a great day.